How the USA stole half of Mexico. Welcome to Legends Untold. Pull up a map of the US on your phone. Now imagine someone hits delete on everything west of Texas. No Hollywood sign, no Grand Canyon selfies, no Vegas lights. That's what 1845 looked like. All that land was Mexico's for the taking, until the US decided it wasn't. The tidy story you heard in school about brave pioneers and inevitable progress? Let's just say the syllabus left out the guns. Section 1, the invitation that backfired. Mexico kicks out Spain in 1821, looks north, and sees nothing. Thousands of empty square miles and 0 TikTok bars. Solution? Now like and share. Cheap land for anyone willing to swear allegiance and maybe pick up a rosary. Q wagon trains of Anglo settlers, plus their enslaved labor force, rolling in like Black Friday shoppers. By 1835, 35,000 Americans crowd Texas, and suddenly 6-1 isn't just a dice roll, it's a takeover. They plant cotton, bring slaves, and quietly humming in the background, a little tune called Why Isn't This the US Yet? Section 2, the Alamo and AMP, the spin cycle. 1835, Texas says, we're out. The Alamo becomes the world's most famous last stand, 13 days, tragic ending, big headlines. 6 weeks later, Sam Houston's scrappy army catches Santa Anna napping at San Jacinto, yanks him out of his slippers, and scribbles a new border all the way down to the Rio Grande. Mexico calls foul, Texas shrugs. The US swoops in, annexes the breakaway republic in 1845, and President Polk leans toward the Pacific like a kid eyeing the last slice of pizza. Section 3, a war of pretexts. Polk parks troops in a strip of land nobody's really sure who owns. A scuffle breaks out, shots echo, and Polk races to Congress waving the "they attacked us" speech. Future General Grant, yep, that Grant, later admits the whole thing was unjust. Too late, Congress declares war. 2 years later, the Stars and Stripes are snapping over Mexico City's central square while American soldiers kick their boots in the Zocalo dust. No one's pretending this is self-defense anymore. Section 4, the treaty that wasn't a treaty. 1848, Mexico signs the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo while US bayonets basically hold the pen. Half the country, 525,000 square miles, goes north for the rock-bottom price of $15 million and a pinky promise about land grants. Spoiler, the promise evaporates faster than morning mist. Families who've lived on those ranches since before California had an accent suddenly find themselves strangers in their own backyards. Courts conveniently forget Spanish titles, and Manifest Destiny gets a brand new coast. Section 5, the price of Manifest Destiny that freshly printed real estate instantly becomes the hottest fight over slavery since, well, slavery. 13 years later, the Union implodes into civil war. Indigenous nations in the seized lands face forced marches and massacres. Meanwhile, Mexican Americans discover their new citizenship comes with a permanent back row seat. And just to twist the knife, California's gold rush starts days after the treaty ink dries. Boom towns boom, old histories get buried under pickaxes and river silt. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Next time you see a map of the American West, think of it as a before and after shot. Before, half of Mexico. After, the states we sing about. If this story feels like a plot twist, it's only because the classroom version hits skip on the messy chapters. Smash like, subscribe, and pass it along if you think history class should hand out the whole messy truth, not just the postcard.